Lueroi's Pokemon Blue Walkthrough, Part 21. What's going on, gang? Welcome back to Blue Version. In the last episode, we made it out of the rock tunnel, so we're now on the southern side of Route 10. And just like my Pokemon, I think I am finally healed up. I was sick for the longest time, but I kind of got my voice back, so yeah, finally able to make a video again. I'm pretty excited. So let's start things off by taking on this trainer who's standing right outside the rock tunnel. And yeah, I'm actually really excited about today's video because I finally get to nickname my Voltorb as soon as I make it to Lavender Town. And Lavender Town connects to Route 10, which is where we are right now, so yeah, that's what's coming up in today's episode, and Voltorb should have a really easy time taking out this Pidgey here with a Thunderbolt. So there we go, always nice to see flying types when I have my Voltorb up front. And she's also got a PIDGEOTTO. So the evolved form at level 21. Yeah, we'll take this thing out as well. Should be another one-hit KO. Yeah, nicely done, Voltorb. So yeah, Voltorb is pretty much, well, now he's at level 23 and pretty much strong enough to face any trainer now. All he really needed was that training in the rock tunnel. Now he's pretty much ready to go. And before I take on this hiker, let me actually, yeah, let's go grab this hidden item over here. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but it is still over here, so make sure you come over to this rock and grab yourself a max ether. And then you get the cool little hidden item jingle, which is always nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and take on this hiker now. Ha 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 ha! Dude, why are hikers always laughing? I don't know, maybe they're just all on drugs or something, I don't know. But yeah, we'll probably have to switch out with Voltorb. Most likely this guy has an Onix or a Geodude or something. Yeah, he's got a Geodude, so yeah, let's switch out from Voltorb, because this Thunderbolt can't do anything to these guys, so let's actually go over to Drowsy. Drowsy's been doing a pretty good job of taking on these Geodudes. So, oh, holy crap, self-destruct. Well, yeah, this is probably gonna knock me out. Self-destruct is one of the most powerful moves you'll ever see. It's a suicidal move that pretty much knocks out anything in its path, so yeah, now I'm gonna go over to Dr. Sheldon though. I don't want to have to worry about switching out to another Pokemon, and oh, I guess he only has an Onix, but whatever, we'll have Wartortle finish this thing off with a Bubble Beam. Yeah, self-destruct, there's nothing you can really do about it. Not only is it like have 200 base power, but it also, in first generation, splits your defense in half, making you like twice as weak to it. And he's like, ha ha ha, not laughing. Ha hey, fever. Yeah, he's got a laughing fever. Ha ha ha, chew. Yeah, he laughed himself to sneezing mode, man. He laughed so hard that he started sneezing. Well, this guy better not be laughing too or I'll slap him in the face. No, he's finally not laughing. He's just gonna say the mountain air is delicious. And of course, all these hikers love the mountain air. That's why they're all over here by the rock tunnel. And he's gonna start off with an Onix. So, yeah, once again, we'll have to switch out from Voltorb. Back over to Wartortle. I could try to use Sonic Boom and knock him out, but it would just kind of take too long, to be honest. So, let's go, Dr. Sheldon. Show this thing what's up. Oh, and I hate bind so much. Yeah, that would not be fun being binded by a giant rock snake, but luckily it's only gonna last 2 turns, so Bubble Beam will finish him off. Yeah, and there we go. I am loving this delicious mountain air. Great for taking out Onixes. And I'm at level 27. Nicely done. I think that ties my highest level Pokemon. And he's also got a Graveler. I think I'll just stay in for this. I really don't need Voltorb to get every single bit of experience points that comes along the table, so there we go. Took out the level 19 Graveler. Yeah, that Graveler's a little bit premature since he doesn't even evolve till level 25, but yeah, there we go. And I think we might have one more trainer over here on Route 10. You actually can just avoid fighting all these trainers if you want. That's actually what I did the first time. I just walked past everyone to go heal my Pokemon, but yeah, let's go ahead and fight this Pokemaniac right here. See what kind of cool Pokemon he has. And he's gonna start with a Cubone. Yeah, you can actually find Cubone in Lavender Town, but I'll talk about that a little bit later once we're in there. But for now, I'll go over to Wartortle. This thing will probably use like a Bone Club or something on me. Yeah, once again, his signature move, Bone Club, but finish him with a Bubble Beam. Yeah, Pokemaniacs always seem to have some of the coolest Pokemon. I've always liked Cubone a lot. I was kind of thinking about using one in my walkthrough, but then I ended up going with the Sandshrew. Let's go back to Voltorb for the Slowpoke. Yeah, I don't remember if I mentioned that I might use a Cubone, or that I was thinking about using a Cubone, but either way, let's go ahead and T-Bolt this Slowpoke. I would actually love to see a stat-by-stat comparison for our speed, because I'm sure mine is like 50 times higher. But yeah, there we go. Oh no, my Pokemon! What are you gonna do, man? Alright, so that's all the trainers on the southern side of Route 10, which means we have finally made it to the creepiest place ever, with the creepiest music ever. This sign right here says, New Sylph Scope, make the invisible plain to see. Sylph Company. And that is referring to the ghost Pokemon over here in the Pokemon Tower. But yeah, we'll take a good look at Lavender Town, the noble purple town, in a minute here, but for now I'm going to go heal up my Pokemon, so I will be right back in just a minute. Yeah, Lavender Town is the creepiest place ever. Just listen to this music. Like, there were actually rumors going around that this music caused hundreds of Japanese kids to commit suicide. Like, that's how creepy this music is. Of course, that's not all true, but all made-up internet stories. But regardless, I'm sure there was at least one kid that committed suicide. I mean, listen to this. It's some messed up music, man. But yeah, Lavender Town is kind of a sketchy, scary place. Home of many dead ghost Pokemon. Like this girl right here, for instance. She says, do you believe in ghosts? And of course I don't believe in ghosts, so I'm gonna say no. But she's like, oh, guess not. That white hand on your shoulder. It's not real. Is that not the creepiest thing ever? I'd love to have the ghost hunters come to Lavender Town and solve some mysteries, but for now let's check out this place right here. This is actually Mr. Fuji's house, as this guy will tell you. But he says Mr. Fuji isn't here, so where could he have gone? Interesting. Well, there are some Pokemon in here, because Mr. Fuji actually takes care of abandoned Pokemon, like this girl tells you. He's a really kind guy. He looks after abandoned and orphaned Pokemon. Just like this, whatever this Pokemon is. It's a Psyduck! Guapa. Yeah, that's right, Psyduck's making guap like Big Sean. But yeah, anyways, these are some orphaned Pokemon Mr. Fuji's looking after, but we still don't know where Mr. Fuji is, so that's a little bit of a mystery for now. And over to the west, I think it's Route 8, that actually brings you to the next town, but we'll go over there later. And to the south, there's another dead end, so don't worry about it, but there are some trainers to fight over there. But for now, I'm going to stay in Lavender Town, and thank God for a change in pace and music. Yeah, this is the Name Raider's house, and things aren't so creepy in here, but this is the official Name Raider. He will change the nicknames of your Pokemon. And of course, I have to give my Voltorb a nickname, and you guys left a bunch of great comments for potential nicknames. And it's finally time to give our Voltorb a nickname, so let's do it! And the first nickname that I really liked was Usain Bolt, which was recommended by Mr. Butterworth24. But then there were a couple more people that had an even better idea. There was Juventus Luigi and Mr. Scrafty59. They said I should name it Usain Volt because obviously it's Voltorb, and Usain Bolt is pretty much the fastest man ever to live. And Voltorb, soon to be an Electrode, is one of the fastest Pokemon ever, so yeah, definitely a fitting nickname, definitely better than before. So now we have Usain Volt on our side. And back to the creepy music. There's one more house in here. Not actually anything special in here though. This lady will rant about the horrible rockets. They said that they killed this poor Cubone when it tried to escape. I mean, yeah, now Team Rocket's killing Pokemon. What's with that, man? But there is a Cubone in here, and if you're actually looking for a Cubone, you're going to want to head to the Pokemon Tower, which is over here. This is like the main attraction in Lavender Town. May the souls of the Pokemon rest easy. Yeah, this is basically like a grave site for dead Pokemon. And yeah, it's really just a sad place. So you go from creepy music to more creepy music, and this guy is here praying for his Clefairy. He can't even stop crying. This is just a depressing place. Like, everyone here has dead Pokemon all over the place. So, let's talk to you. My Growlithe, why did you die? Why must the good die young? And there's a lot of channelers in here. She says that there are spirits up to mischief. And this person pretty much tells you that the Pokemon Tower was made for the memory of dead Pokemon. And yeah, this is the first story. These things kind of just look like grave tombs to me. It's really just kind of creepy, but yeah, you might have noticed that there's a familiar face up here. It's actually our rival Gary. Yeah, what is he doing up here? Let's go ahead and talk to him. Hey, Lueroi, what brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. And this is really interesting. It's almost hinting the fact that Gary does have a dead Pokemon. And if you guys remember in our last battle on the SS Sand, when we defeated his Raticate, I told you guys, we're not knocking out his Raticate, we are legitimately killing it. It is now dead. And he says, we can at least make your team faint. Let's go, pal. But yeah, you're gonna notice in this battle, Gary actually does not have his Raticate anymore. It's gone from his team, so all that I can assume is that we killed it on the SS Sand, and now he's here to pay his respects to it. But yeah, either way, you're gonna have your, I think it's our 5th battle with our rival Gary, and he starts with the Pidgeotto, making things really easy for Voltorb here. One T-Bolt should be able to do the trick. Oh no, it's actually gonna live. And thank God, Sand Attack missed. Yeah, how ironic is that? The move that lowers your accuracy missed, but that's going to make things a lot easier for Voltorb here, so yeah, Gary's team has actually evolved quite a bit here. You're going to see some brand new Pokemon, and Voltorb's at level 24, which is awesome. And look at that speed stat, 60, that's crazy, almost twice as much as the rest of mine, but... And Gary is now going to have a Gyarados on his team, so yeah, 4 times weak to Electric, another great matchup for Voltorb. Gary will not have a Gyarados if you started with a Charmander. He's going to have a Water, Fire, and Grass on his team, and those Pokemon will be Gyarados, Execute, and Growlithe, and his own starter will replace the same typing. So yeah, he's going to have a Gyarados, and that's kind of weird. He used a potion on his one turn. Whatever, I guess I'll knock you out with a Thunderbolt. I feel like I've never seen that before. Like, was his first turn just using a potion instead of trying to attack me? Yeah, whatever. I'll take it though. Gyarados is gonna get knocked out, so kind of a weird way to take down a Pokemon, but definitely helps a whole lot to have an electric type with Gyarados. And here comes his new Pokemon, Growlithe. I think I might as... let's just stay in. Voltorb's doing a pretty good job. I think I can still take this thing out, but of course he will not have a Growlithe on his team if you started with Bulbasaur. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and use a Thunderbolt. I don't know why I'm second-guessing myself. Usain Bolt's pretty awesome right now. Taking out everything in his path, and a critical hit to take down that Growlithe, which is awesome. Gets me up to level 25, so yeah, Voltorb is carrying the whole team on his back right now. And next up is Kadabra. Yeah, we might as well stay in. Voltorb has not even been touched this whole entire battle, so what should I even be worried about, right? But Kadabra does have really good special stats, so it might take a few of these to knock him out. And Disable's gonna fail. Gary must be so mad he's not even able to get like a single move to work for his whole team. Oh, that's almost gonna knock him out. And he's gonna try Teleport. Are you really that stupid, Gary? You're gonna try to use Teleport in battle? Like, are you really that scared you're trying to leave the battle right now? But yeah, I get a critical hit on the last turn when you only have 1 hit point left, which is typical, but whatever. Last up is IVYSAUR, so I might as well switch out here. IVYSAUR's pretty tough Pokemon to handle. And Soul Eater will do a great job because IVYSAUR is part Poison type, meaning he's weak to Psychic, so yeah, I don't have to rely on Farfetch'd. I can go over to Drowsy, and let's start going with some confusions at this thing. And yeah, his highest level Pokemon will be 25. He has his Pidgeotto and his second stage evolution of his starter. Looks like I'm gonna get seeded by Leech Seed, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. I don't think IVYSAUR will live much longer. In fact, all of his Pokemon might just be staying right here in the Pokemon Tower. That's how badly I'm knocking them all out right now. They might just be straight dead for the rest of the game, just like his Raticate. And yeah, that's gonna do it, so Gary got completely manhandled right there. And Soul Eater's at level 24. Oh, and this means I'm gonna learn Headbutt, which is a pretty decent normal type move. Drowsy's not much of a physical attacker, but it's surely better than Pound, so yeah, it's not bad having another move to use other than Confusion at times, so we'll get rid of Pound and go with Headbutt. And we defeated Gary. One thing I will say though, you stinker. Seriously, you're gonna call me a stinker? Every single time you see me, you say, smell you later, and now you're calling me a stinker? So does that mean you're gonna, like, smell my stank later? Is that what you're saying, man? But he says he just caught a Cubone. You can actually find a Cubone in here, so there's the answer to that mystery that I had going on through the whole video. But he couldn't find the grown-up Marowak. He says there's none left, so yeah, he better get going. He's got a lot of accomplishments to take care of. Smell you later. Well, you know what? You just said I'm a stinker, so I hope I smell even worse the next time you see me. But yeah, that's definitely the last time we'll have a really easy battle with Gary. It gets a lot tougher later on. And apparently they are not able to identify the ghost without a Sylph Scope. So just like we were saying earlier with that sign, you need a Sylph Scope to see the ghosts. So you could go up to the next floor, but kind of a waste of your time. You can't actually get through the Pokemon Tower without the Sylph Scope, which means that we need to go over to the next town west of Lavender and try to find that Sylph Scope. So yeah, that is going to be our next mission, everybody, and back to the creepy music. But yeah, here's the sign right here. We need to find the Sylph Scope to make the invisible plain to see. Sylph Company. And that is going to be west of Lavender Town. So next time we're going to be leaving this creepy place, which is awesome, but unfortunately we will have to come back here a little bit later on in the game. But thank you for watching, everybody. I'm glad I finally got better again. My voice is finally working, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow for some more Pokemon Blue.